Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Scotty, welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Warzone 2 video. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys 5 more tips to help you guys get your new contracts in either Warzone's Mazrah or Vondel. And with these tips, you can see your games improve, get more wins, and overall just increase your luck at getting those 5 wins for the new contract right now in Warzone 2 Season 5. Before we get into the video, if you guys need help getting new contracts or finding good players to play with, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. There's tons of players on there running for nukes, and we've helped a lot of people get their nukes as well. So that is definitely the place to be. Welcome back to the channel for my returning subscribers, and a warm welcome for the new ones as well. So guys, I've made quite a few videos on tips to get new contracts and helping you with the win streaks, and overall they've been pretty good. They've been very successful on YouTube, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about them, and some people have actually gotten their nukes using these tips. So what I'm doing in today's video is talking about 5 more tips for both Mazrah and Vondel, so you guys can help yourselves get more wins and get those contracts so you guys can get your nukes for Season 5. These tips are going to break down gameplay and just overall things you need to look out for and do within Warzone to help you guys increase your wins and just overall see you become a better player. So without further ado, let's get into the first tip in today's video. So guys, the first tip in today's video is actually going to be one for gameplay, and that is either practicing your jump shots or your drop shots. Now I know if you play on a normal controller, drop shotting is not going to be something you can really do easily, but when I played on a normal controller without paddles, I used to jump shot a lot, and that would actually just help me overall win more gunfights. So first, talking about jump shotting pretty much will allow you to get an advantage on the players in gunfights, especially at very close range, because it removes the ability for them to hit headshots as easily as if you're just standing still on the floor. And as well, when you're in the air, your chances of getting a headshot are increased as well, which is overall going to help you put out more damage while taking less damage. And on the opposite side, drop shotting is very helpful for those fast-paced close combat scenarios, because if you can catch them off guard with a drop shot, it's going to be hard for them to shoot you. And you've probably experienced it too. You got into a gunfight with someone and they drop shot and they win. If you know how to either drop shot or jump shot properly, both those techniques can be very useful for getting those easy kills and helping you win some gunfights very easily. The second tip on today's list is pushing as a team. I cannot stress enough how important it is to push as a team within Vondel and Mazrah, especially Vondel where it's very close to action. Pushing as a team will be very helpful for getting those eliminations out of the way, because you'll have more players shooting at one person, hence getting them down faster. And as well, if you do get knocked, your team is there to help you out, which in turn is going to help you stay alive longer and help you guys just coordinate and plan different attacks and pushing different places. And as well as the callouts that will be involved will be a lot better for you guys, having better surrounding awareness. And just overall, pushing as a team has so many benefits compared to when you guys are split up doing your own things. Especially if you guys are struggling getting nukes, playing as a team will be very helpful for getting those wins because of all the benefits of playing as a team and surviving. The third tip on today's list is holding flares, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to pick up those flares that you guys have and store extra ones if you need to, because yeah, you can always buy people back at the buy stations, but that does cost money. And as well, some buy stations have players on it, or there's no buy stations in your area, and when you're in a heated gunfight, you're going to need those flares. Using flares is really quick. All you gotta do is just literally pop it and then your teammate comes back. And I cannot stress enough how many scenarios I've had where the flares actually did help us out, whether it's we're all about to die and we just pop a flare because that's better than getting wiped as a team, or when there's no buy stations nearby because it's either end circle or just somewhere with no luck. The flares will be very helpful for getting those people back into the gunfight to help you guys stay alive and get back in the action as soon as possible. The fourth tip on this list is movement, and what I mean by this is you really gotta practice your movement, whether it be sliding, jump shotting, drop shotting, parkouring across buildings in Vondel, or just moving properly in Mazrah. Movement plays a huge key, especially as well in those close quarters gunfights. The more you can stay quick and on your feet, the better your chance of surviving is. When players stand still and they don't really try to move and they lose gunfights like that, it's definitely going to be a disadvantage for them. But when you're staying active, staying mobile, using your slides, your jumps, your peeks, and as well as your speed to confuse the enemies and get to other locations or rotations, movement will be a huge part of how to actually improve your gunfights and get more wins. Because I definitely notice for myself, when I'm playing super fast paced with a good SMG, I win a lot more gunfights because I get advantages in terms of speed, reaction time, sprint to fire, and as well confusing the enemies for wrapping around through windows, upstairs, or just going places where they're not going to expect me to be. All these kinds of movements are going to help you win your gunfights a lot more because it confuses players, and as well if they're a lot worse than you, the movement's definitely going to get them caught off guard, and as well that's just a free kill at the end of the day. So guys, the fifth and final tip on this list is using the proper callouts with your team. I cannot stress how important this one is, especially if you guys are in final circles or in places where there's a lot of enemies popping off all over the place. The proper proper callouts will definitely make your games a lot better, because you don't want to be one of those players that just say over there or on me or he's one shot. You're going to want to be more specific. You're going to want to call out the buildings. You're going to want to also ping along with it. You're going to want to let your teammates know how many players there are pushing you, how many players there are on a building, if their shields are cracked or if they're actually one shot. And just overall, the more specific you can be with your callouts for enemies, the better chance you guys have at pushing as a team, knowing what you're doing, where you're going, and how to engage the next gunfight. It's going to be very important to helping you guys get those kills and get those wins. So always practice with your team to increase your callouts and just make better callouts overall in general, because when you guys have solid and very good communication, it's going to make a huge difference. So guys, here we have it. These are 5 more tips to help you guys get your new contracts and your wins inside Warzone 2. If you guys did enjoy today's video and found it informative, you're always welcome to hit that like button. It helps me out a lot here on the channel. And as well, if you have not already, you can always subscribe as well so you don't miss out on a future Call of Duty video here on the channel. I post all things Call of Duty, including tips and tricks, news, info, and more. So if those are things that you're interested in, definitely stay tuned. But that's going to wrap up for today's video. Once again, I hope you guys did enjoy watching. My name is Scotty. Take care and have a great day.